These last 2 weeks in reading, we've looked really closely at characters and stories. We compared and contrasted characters in The Three Little Pigs and the true story of The Three Little Pigs. Then we really became our characters and did a read-aloud performance of our book of our choice. Now we're moving into the learning lessons portions of this unit. All week we will be thinking closely about what stories can teach us about life. Let's get started.
This week, our focus for our lessons will be learning important lessons. Discovering the lessons familiar stories teach. When you open up a story, you find that there's a little life lesson inside of it. You can think of books like you think about fortune cookies. Fortune cookies are those delicious little cookies you get from Chinese restaurants, and when you open them up, they have a little piece of paper that holds a fortune. It's a life lesson that teaches you how to live a good life. This fortune cookie says, "The real kindness comes from within you." Books can be like fortune cookies because they can teach you life lessons that you hold on to. To figure out what the life lesson is in a book, you can reread the ending and think, how did the trouble get fixed? Or think, what did the character realize and learn? In the Sneetches that have the stars on their bellies and the Sneetches that don't are not very kind to each other. So I think they realized that they should just accept each other for who they are and be nice to everybody.
You might not realize it, but we've been doing work like this all year long. Just before we moved to remote learning, we were studying Dr. Seuss books, which were perfect for learning lessons. My favorite Dr. Seuss book is The Lorax. And one of the main reasons is because the lessons that you learn from the Lorax are so important to me as a person. We learned that it is important to take care of the earth, and especially the trees, even though we don't have any truffula trees around here. Because if you pollute the earth and chop down all the trees, you can hurt the fish, animals, birds, and even other humans. We're going to be thinking deeper about some of those Dr. Seuss stories we've already read and try to decide what lesson each story is trying to teach us. I have links posted on our reading board today if you are interested in re-listening to any of those stories. Or you can just jump right into the Seesaw Activity for today.
This reading activity says to match the familiar book cover to the lesson you could learn from that story. We have the Sneetches, the Lorax, the Cat in the Hat, and Green Eggs and Ham. Then on the right, this says, clean up your mess after you play. Try new things. Be nice to everyone. Be nice to our earth and our trees. So I need to match one of the book covers with one of the lessons. I'm going to pick my favorite, the Lorax. I think the lesson for that story is to be nice to our earth and our trees. Then I need to use the other lessons and match those to the book covers as well. When I am done, I need to record myself reading the book and the lesson. Then I will press the check mark 2 times to submit my work.
And that's all we have for reading today. If you choose to re-listen to any of those Dr. Seuss books, that can count for your independent reading and or partner reading for today. Or if you want, you can read books from home, read on Epic, or read on Raz Kids. Have fun reading today.